Welcome to the 2019 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. I'm Pirates President Frank Coonley. Baseball teaches our young people so many great things like teamwork, sportsmanship, and discipline, all values that will serve them well in their lives away from the diamond. The Pirates are focused on encouraging young people in our region to play baseball and softball and then to pass on their love for the game to their own kids, just like my parents did for me. The Pony League provides kids across the country and the globe with the opportunity to play our national pastime at a high level. The Pirates are proud to support the very highest level of Pony League competition that is played here in our region at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. On behalf of the Pirates organization, good luck to all the teams that have made it to Washington County. We hope that everyone enjoys the fun and excitement of the 2019 Pony League World Series.
Up to be a beautiful evening in Western Pennsylvania at Lou Hayes Pony Field. This is Game 8 of the Pony League World Series as we put a wrap on Day 3 of competition between Brownsville, Texas and London from the United Kingdom. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Joe Mercado. Both of these teams looking to stay alive in the tournament after they dropped their openers yesterday. Brownsville, Texas suffering a 3-2 loss to Bay County out of Michigan. It was a game in which Brownsville led 2-0 in the 5th inning of play, but they were not able to hold the lead and fell into the losers bracket. Brownsville, a year ago, lost their opener, won 3 straight games to eventually face Long Beach, who was the runner-up in the tournament after getting 3 consecutive victories. As we take a look at the bracket here, we see Brownsville dropping their opener to Bay County yesterday, and London from the United Kingdom falling to the host team yesterday, 23-3, the final in 5 innings. We head upstairs for the lineups to Bob Gregg.
Ready for Game 8. The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series, an elimination contest featuring Brownsville, Texas, and London, United Kingdom. By coin flip, Brownsville is the visiting team. Let's meet the South Zone champions. Leading off the shortstop, number 1, Kevin Ibarra. Batting second and playing right field, number 24, Tony Villarreal. Batting third and playing first base, number 10, Christian Gamboa. Batting fourth and pitching, number 21, Easy Puente. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 31, Alejandro Castillo. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 4, Rene Zayas Jr. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 11, Angelo Solis. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 37, Ismael Villarreal. Batting ninth and catching, number 9, Max Parga. Number 2, Alex Guajardo. Number 7, Rudy Lopez. Number 22, Juan Garcia. Coach, Daniel Castillo. Coach Juan Garcia, and the manager, Rene Zayas. South Zone champion, Brownsville, Texas. And now for the European champions, London, United Kingdom. Leading off and playing third base, number 34, Nitin Rayo. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 4, Charlie Johnson. Batting third and catching, number 6, Gavin Crawford. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 11, Ricky Sumi. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 24, Matt First. Batting sixth and pitching, number 19, Kay Ori. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 44, Andrew Painter. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 8, Django Hendrickson. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 51, Tatsuki Terazawa. Number 16, Moto Usajima. Number 17, Sho Wakatsuki. Number 20, Caden Horwood. Coach Warren First. Coach Jared Hendrickson. And the manager, John Ferlazzo. European champion, London, United Kingdom. Umpiring at home plate, Garrett Weary. At first base, Joe Dodaro. At second base, Fred Moots. And at third base, Adam Caldwell. Decisions Committee, Terry Faust, Tom O'Connor, Tournament Director, Rick Melton.
At this time, we ask that you all rise for the Pony Prayer and our national anthems. Gentlemen and boys, please remove your hats. Thank you to all veterans and active duty members of the United States Armed Forces for your service. We invite you to render a hand salute during the Star-Spangled Banner. Almighty God, help us to realize that we are gathered here to watch young people play baseball, not to second-guess strategy, dispute decisions, or questionability. That we are here to cheer, to encourage, and to join in the fun that is baseball, not to jeer, discourage, or otherwise degrade the game. That while officials and players are expected to perform within the bounds of certain standards, we also, as spectators, are expected to conduct ourselves within the bounds of good sportsmanship. May this contest end without injury, without feelings of ill will, without disgrace, but as an activity worthy of thy blessing. Amen.
So we are just minutes away from the start of the ball game between London, United Kingdom, and Brownsville, Texas. The distance between the bases 80 feet, 54 feet from the pitching surface to home plate. Down the line's 250, 285 to the power alleys, 305 to straightaway center field. A home run fence that is, maybe 15 feet high. It's quite unlikely we'd see many book rule doubles. 78 degrees, clear skies tonight. Clear sailing, as Randy said earlier in the afternoon. And the two teams exchanging gifts before battling in this elimination game. It is Ibarra leading off. Villarreal, Tony in the second spot. Ishmael in the 8th spot. Pitcher Puente batting 4th, and his battery mate will be Parga, who is hitting 9th. The London defense, Hendrickson, Terazawa in center, Sumi in right, Rayo at third, Johnson the shortstop, first and second, Painter at first, Crawford catching, Kaori. There are a good number of players on this London team that are from Japan originally. There's also a good number of players that have deep roots in the United States. We'll talk about that as we move along. This is Pirates Day at the Pony League World Series, and I've asked Pirate President Frank Coonley to come up and join us in the second inning. Grant Jackson and Chris Peters, two Pirate left-handers, are here today, and were introduced before the ball game throughout the ceremonial first pitches. By the flip of the coin, London is the home team. What they do at the Pony League World Series is they set up the brackets and flip coins from game 1 all the way to the championship game. We know for a fact that the teams from the lower part of the bracket will be in place to be the home team for the championship game on Thursday. That means Simi Valley, Bay County, Washington, Brownsville, London. One of these teams, of course, will be eliminated in this ball game, and we'll be down to 8 teams as the players from Brownsville spend a moment praying before the start of the ball game.
Well, it's been a fun day so far, Lanny, as Washington County with an 11-1 win earlier today over Simi Valley. They'll play Bay County, Michigan tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Hagerstown, Maryland eliminated a short time ago by Guasave, Mexico, 3-0. So the bracket starting to take shape as we started with 10 down to 9. We'll be down to 8 when this one concludes here this evening.
Manager Renee Zayas will coach third base. Daniel Castillo coaching first. Right-hander Kaori on the mound. Been an exciting few days. You know, we talked so much, and it's natural to be talking about the hits and the runs and the wins and the losses, but we are also often reminded from talking to people who have played here in the championship or are here this time in 2019. It's also about memories. And we're ready with the first pitch of the ball game. Ball 1. Get underway at 6:57. Kevin Ibarra leading off, right-handed batter. Second game for Brownsville, 3-2 loss to Bay County. Ball on the field, and so Joe Dodaro tracks it down. Joe lives in my neck of the woods over in Cecil, Pennsylvania, in Washington County. Strike called, 1-1. From the stretch, bouncer to third. Rayo's throw, 1 away. So this right-hander Kaori decides and feels that it is better pitching from the stretch even with no one on base. And now Tony Villarreal. Another routine play. Villarreal was the champion of the fastest runner competition the other day. Ground ball, second hop, played by Rayo. Close play because of that speed of Villarreal. 2 down. And that'll bring up Andre Gamboa, who prefers to be called Christian and sometimes is called Andy. Yeah, very often you'll hear players at all levels say early in games they'd love to have the ball hit to them, get actively involved in the game. Now Gamboa had a home run, a towering shot in the game against Bay County yesterday. Was 2 for 2 with an RBI. And 1 ball, 1 strike. Day 3. This is game number 8. Called strike. We will have at least 17 games, maybe 19. There's that 12-6 curveball. And the 1-2 pitch.
Ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Garrett Weary, the home plate umpire, is mic'd. Well, plate umpire Mike, as long as the ball's not hit, we probably couldn't, we could get by without saying anything. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the first. Ball 4 over the head of the tall Gamboa. Not even close. Matter of fact, a high curveball that almost hit the bat as it was high above the right shoulder of Gamboa. Now easy Puente, the pitcher, in that number 4 spot of the batting order. Brownsville, Texas. Runner going to pitch a ball. Throw to second base from Crawford, not in time. So Gamboa at second base with 2 outs. We've seen a good number of stolen bases in the first 8 games of this Pony League World Series. And that's not uncommon, by the way. Called strike 1 and 2. 4 times a team from Texas has won the Pony League World Series. Count 1 ball 2 strikes on Puente. And the pitch, runner going for third. It's a ball. There'll be no throw. And Gamboa gets to third standing up. Count now 2 and 2. Swing and a miss. Puente chased a pitch that was clearly out of the strike zone. Brownsville, no runs, no hits, a walk, 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the first. It is Brownsville, nothing, and London coming to bat.
Unfortunately, we've gotten some bad news.
To whom it
The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is presented by Dick's Sporting Goods, by the Washington County Tourism Promotion Agency, and by the Observer Publishing Company.
We are writing another chapter in the history of the Pony League World Series here this week in Washington, Pennsylvania. Here we see Joe E. Brown, the former commissioner of Pony League Baseball. We saw the gentleman there in the glasses with his son Joe L. Brown, who was Pirates general manager from 1956 to 1976, and in 1985. They're greeting the Youngstown team there before a previous edition of the Pony League World Series.
Bottom of the first inning coming up. London, United Kingdom. And Nitin Rayo strides to the plate. Rayo, Johnson, Crawford, Sumi first, Ori, Painter, Hendrickson, and Terazawa. Villarreal, Ishmael in left field, Tony in right. Zayas center field, up the middle, Ibarra and Solis on the corners, Gamboa and Castillo, with Parga catching. The tall right-hander and the blonde-haired Easy Puente. Fastball 80 miles an hour. Nitin Rayo, some time in Michigan, also Atlanta. Well, that's well placed down Myrtlen Avenue, or just off Myrtlen Avenue. It's ball 2, 2-0. Bottom of the first, no score. Called strike 2 and 1. Keep our eyes on that radar gun. It was 79 miles per hour. You know, consider we started the day with a guy throwing about 56, 59, throwing a lot of curveballs. Pitch high and outside at 81 miles per hour.
As the day has gone on, the velocity has gone up with our starting pitchers today. Cervantes was thrown in the upper 70s.
Swing and a miss. And it's 3-2 on Rio. Rao, excuse me. Three-two pitch. Ball 4. And it'll bring up Charlie Johnson, shortstop. And a called strike. Johnson in the game, the loss to Washington, 1-for-1, scored 3 runs. He scored all 3 of the London runs. Strike called 0-2. And the tall right-hander Puente delivers. It is outside. The loser of this game is eliminated. The winner of this game will play the loser of tomorrow's Simi Valley Washington game. Swing and a miss. Johnson down on strikes. Really nothing fancy from Puente. It's just a tall, stocky right-hander just rearing back and firing strikes, with the exception of the fact that he walked the leadoff batter. Now Crawford, Gavin Crawford, London player who's spent some time in Long Island. There's a breaking ball there from Puente. Runner at first base, Rao. And a called strike. The Simi Valley Washington game, or excuse me, Washington playing Bay County tomorrow. Simi Valley will be playing the winner of this game tomorrow. Pitch is outside. Count 2 balls, 1 strike. And pitch low and outside, 82 miles per hour.
3-1.
Yeah, let me make sure I've got that clear for you. The winner of this game will play Simi Valley tomorrow at 12:30.
3-1.
And Puente throw to first base. Some pretty sturdy guys on this Brownsville club, including this pitcher Puente on the mound and first baseman Gamboa. Pitch outside, and Gamboa has walked 2 of the first 3 batters.
And some good velocity, obviously, from what we've seen thus far from Puente, but the command has been erratic so far.
To say the least. Ricky Sumi 0 for 3 in the game against Washington. Left-handed batter. And a called strike. One of the things I've always wondered about as it relates to youth baseball, there are a lot of fields where the bullpens, quote unquote, do not have height to them. There's a strike. In other words, there's not a mound in most high school youth baseball fields. There's not here. So there's a slight transition from the flat surface to the pitching rubber in the center of the diamond. The pitching mound of the center of the diamond. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Get the impression that if Easy Puente gets into a groove, he's going to be tough. Fastball away. Sumi in the number 4 spot of the batting order from Japan. 2 men on base. Solis is right now positioned right at second base. He's the Brownsville second baseman. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 82-mile-per-hour fastball. Second out of the inning. "19 pitches," we are told officially, and Daniel Castillo is going to the mound. If Puente throws 20 pitches, he would need a day off. And so the decision has been made that he is done for the day, the starter. Pitching to just 4 batters, striking out 2 and walking 2. And now the ball is handed to Castillo. Alejandro Castillo.
Hey, bud, get away. Move back. Go that way.
Castillo had started the game at third base. And Puente apparently is going to third base. One of the things that comes into play in the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series with the pitch limits, the fact that you have to plan out not only one game, but how it might play out the rest of the World Series. And I mentioned that should Brownsville win, it would play at 12:30 tomorrow. Now, because Puente didn't throw above 20 pitches, he could pitch tomorrow. That brings up Matt first. Here in the bottom of the first inning, no score. First from New York City. Called strike. His dad is the first base coach. Rao walked. Johnson struck out. Crawford walked. Sumi struck out. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Ibarra with the flip to second base to Solis. No runs, no hits, 2 left on base at the end of 1. London nothing, Brownsville, Texas nothing.
There's a place far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night, where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
Washington County, Pennsylvania, the home of Pony League Baseball, also the home of the Meadows Casino Racetrack with live harness racing and shopping at Tanger Outlets with over 80 name brand outlet stores.
Pizza Penny, or C, Lemon Lucy. One of those is not one of the racing pierogies. Which one is it, A, B, or C?
C, Lemon Lucy.
Sam says C, Lemon Lucy, not a pierogi. Is it C? Where are the letters? Is it C? It's C.
Yeah,
it is C. Sam, you're a winner. Well done. Congratulations. You've won the T-shirt. Now, Sam, here's how this works. You can keep that T-shirt, Sam, walk away, be done, or you can trade it in, give it back for what's inside the box of mystery.
And ready for the
you want to go for the box?
top of the second inning. It'll be Castillo, Zayas, and Solis. It's the third game of the day. We've got 4 tomorrow. We'll be here bright and early tomorrow morning for Arecibo, Puerto Rico against Guasave, Mexico. I can't tell you how much I enjoy doing this, being a part of the Pony League World Series. We've had some late nights. We'll have an early morning tomorrow. We'll have an early morning on Tuesday. Randy Gore and I happy to bring the action to you, but we sure do miss Mark Uriah. Mark's on the injured reserve list, and for so many years, Mark has been the voice of the Pony League World Series. Randy, do you know Frank? Randy Gore? Frank, I want you to meet my grandson Spencer. Frank Coonley joins us here in the top of the second inning. How are you, sir?
I'm okay, Lanny. Okay. We're going through a tough stretch at the Pirates, so it's great to be out here watching baseball at the youth level.
I should say. Frank, first of all, I want to tell you thanks for inviting me to the 1979 40-year celebration. Thank you for doing that.
You're very welcome. It was great to have you there, you and Suzanne there to celebrate that great 79 team. Very beginning of your Pirates tenure, right?
Very early in my tenure, that's correct. Strike one on Castillo.
You thought it was going to be easy.
Yeah, my 4th year, World Championship.
Here we go.
Yeah, and that dinner we had, the fact that the guys had a chance to just be with themselves. Ground ball up the middle, and a base hit for Castillo. And I thought your comments that night were spectacular in terms of you felt the love in the room, didn't you?
I did. It was it's terrific when you get those guys back together because they seem like they never left each other. They come back after years. Now, the last time I was with them was 10 years ago, but truly a family, as the We Are Family kids demonstrate, and they still are at 70 and 75 years old. They're still family, and they feel it, and it was a great opportunity for our fans to recognize them again and to celebrate them and to thank them for their contributions to baseball in Pittsburgh and certainly the legacy of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Strike one on Zayas, runner at first, nobody out. Top of the second, no score, 1-pitch swing and a miss, 0-2. I've heard you talk about this before. You talked about it today, how important youth baseball is to the future of baseball.
It certainly is. I mean, I just know from myself and from my son. My daughters all played soccer, so they weren't into softball, but my son played baseball growing up, myself. And what I see out here on the fields, how important it is for these young kids to play this great game, both for the physical aspects of it and getting out, but also more importantly for learning about so many attributes that we take with us for the rest of our lives. And in my judgment, no sport teaches you some of the lessons that you need to learn as well as baseball does. It's a game of adversity. We all know that. There's a lot of difficult times and challenges that you need to deal with when you're a player or a coach in baseball. And these kids get to learn those skills. So it's critical in this era of technology that we make sure that we're doing everything we can to have the kids playing sports in general, but in my view, playing baseball for sure.
Solis takes a strike after the Zayas single to center. 2 on. No score in the top of the second inning. Right-hander Ori with a ball. Ball trickled behind the catcher.
And it's great to see the international flavor of the game here at Lou Hayes Field. To see these kids coming in from London, England, where, of course, Major League Baseball had the Yankees and the Red Sox there earlier this year, doing the same thing that we're attempting to do throughout our region. That is to develop that love for the game of baseball in London, where obviously soccer, or football as they call it, has ruled for a long time. But we think that baseball has a role to play across the globe, and not only in those traditional baseball countries. So Commissioner Manford's really working hard to grow the game of baseball internationally, and that London series was terrific.
Ishmael Villarreal, the batter, in a foul ball, strike one. Solis popped out to third baseman Rao. Infield fly rule was called. Am I right? The Pirates are in Williamsport a week from today?
We are. A week from today, we'll be at the 3rd annual Little League World Series Classic. Of course, we had an opportunity to play the Cardinals in the first Classic 2 years ago, and they just announced next year they're coming back again. And so this has become an annual event. And as all the fans who come out here to Lou Hayes Field can demonstrate and can attest, seeing the game played at this high level by youngsters is a great thrill. And what I really took away from our first time at the Little League World Series Classic was how thrilled our players and the Cardinals players were to be on the field, of where they wanted to be when they were 12 years old. And our team at that time only had one player who had made it to Williamsport, Max Moroff. But so many of our guys were looking around Lamade Field and saying, this is where we wanted to be. We lost in the semifinal in our region because so-and-so committed an error. And they were almost as thrilled to be there and to see the kids as the kids were to see them.
Breaking ball is high and a double steal. Castillo goes to third. And Zayas down to second. 2 outs in the inning. So the challenge now for the rather short, small, if you will, right-hander. The 2-ball pitch from him. The ground ball to short. Johnson's throw to first base is low. It is not out, number 3. 1 run scores, make it 2. Castillo from third, and Zayas hustling around to score from second on the throwing error. Instead of the inning being over, it is a 2-0 Brownsville lead. Looked like it was going to be pretty routine, but the throw from Johnson was low. Painter couldn't handle it. On the E6, no RBIs, top of the batting order for Ibarra.
Those are some of those adversities that I talked about that you'll learn from and figure out how to get that throw right to the glove the next time.
Runner going from first, called strike, throw to second. No good.
Lanny, I'll give you one of my personal stories. I forget what age group it was, but whatever age group it was, I'd lived in Connecticut for a couple of years, grew up mostly in Philadelphia, but as a kid we moved to Connecticut. And whatever the year was in the league that I played in, where you could steal for the first time.
Hold on a minute, we got a runner breaking for third and a throwing error by the catcher. And it's a 3-0 game.
This is bringing back bad memories for me.
Okay.
So whatever the first year that you could steal, we lost our catcher who broke his arm in a game the first week of the season. And the coach said to me, Coonley, you're our catcher for the rest of the year. And I said, no, coach, I'm the shortstop. Remember, I like to be out there. And so I caught that year. I think my caught stealing percentage was 0.00.
No.
I didn't throw a single runner out.
Well, my experience has been from covering youth baseball that it's quite challenging to come up with a catcher that can handle the running game of the opposition.
Apparently it was too challenging for me back then.
2-1 pitch, swing and a foul ball, 2-2. Well, Frank, it's been great having you with us and bringing Grant Jackson down to the Pony League World Series and Chris Peters. It's good to see Joe Billadu again. And
Washington County's own Chris Peters.
Yes, indeed.
He still has some zip on the ball, too.
Yeah, I saw that. Frank, thanks again. Thank you very much for coming by. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
2-2 pitch is fouled out of play. So in this inning, Brownsville has grabbed a 3-0 lead. Has taken advantage of a couple of errors. There have been 4 stolen bases in the inning. Started with a Castillo single, Zayas a base hit, then the double steal. We had the pop up to third and the strikeout of Ishmael via Villarreal. Ground ball, base hit up over the mound and just to the left of second base. And Brownsville comes up with its 3rd hit of the game. And now Tony Villarreal, the left-handed batter. This should still be a scoreless game because the Parga ground ball should have been out, number 3. Runner going from first. There'll be no throw, and there is the 5th stolen base of the inning. As I just said to Frank Coonley, I've seen a lot of youth baseball, high school and Pony League, and it is really difficult to find a catcher-pitcher combination that can deal with a running game. Fly ball left center field, drops in for a base hit. Scoring from second, Ibarra to make it 4-0. Around second, on his way to third, Villarreal, and he's in safely with a head-first slide. 4-0, Brownsville.
Now, Django Henderson out in left field tried to make a direct line into left center, but that ball hit over him. And Villarreal, you mentioned Lanny earlier, he was the fastest runner at the Pony League World Series festivities. He put that speed on full display there for the RBI triple.
And it is Brownsville's first RBI of the game. And brings up Christian Gamboa. Four to nothing, Brownsville. Gamboa, the 8th batter of the inning, walked his first time up, or his curveball is high, ball 1. One ball pitch. Low and inside, ball bounces 3 feet away from the catcher, but no attempt by Tony Villarreal to try to score. Warrior retired 3 of 4 in the first inning, but gave up back-to-back singles to start the second. But as I said a moment ago, he appeared to have gotten out number 3, but the throw of his infielder was low, and first 2 runs scored on that E6. Then a throwing error by the catcher led to the 3rd run, and then a triple. RBI triple. Pitch down low, ball 4. Gamboa has walked for the 2nd time in the game. And now Easy Puente, who started the game and pitched to 4 batters. His manager deciding he wanted Puente to just throw 20 pitches. Runner goes from first. It's a ball. Gamboa steals second base. Gamboa's got 3 steals in this game already, and it's the 2nd inning. 4, 5, 6 stolen bases in this inning. 8 in the game for Brownsville, and it's just the 2nd inning. Ball fouled away, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Puente hits one into the air over to right center field. Sumi, and he makes the catch, but Brownsville sends 9 men to the plate, scoring 4 runs on 4 hits. There were 2 errors and 2 left on base. Middle of the 2nd, Brownsville, Texas 2, London, United Kingdom nothing.
We've been in your community since 1808. We've stood by your side covering the news of the day. We've been here for the important times in your life. We've celebrated with you. We're proud to have delivered the latest in local, regional, and national news in Washington, Greene, and southern Allegheny counties. We'll be here for the next phase of your life with our print and online editions. The Observer Reporter, life delivered daily.
If you saw Game 7 of the Pony League World Series, you saw a near-perfect pitching performance from Edwin Cervantes. He went 6 2/3 innings for Guasave, Mexico against Hagerstown, Maryland. Allowed just 2 hits, walked 2, struck out 11 batters, hit his pitch limit after recording the 20th out of the game. But Edwin Cervantes, the winning pitcher for Mexico, as they stay alive with a 3-0 victory over Hagerstown. So as we look at the games that we have seen today, in our opening contest, Washington County with a 6-inning 11-1 victory over Simi Valley, California. So Washington improves to 2-0 in the tournament. Simi Valley will take on the winner of our current matchup here. Guasave, Mexico stays alive with a 3-0 victory. They will take on Puerto Rico in tomorrow's opening game. That one set for 10 a.m.
Bottom of the 2nd coming up. Our radio broadcast on WJPA, Washington, Pennsylvania. And the video provided by Pikewood Creative. Mike Parsons and Dan Lohman, our executive producers. Within the last 24 hours, Dan Lohman was got the news that he has won his second Emmy. He won an Emmy. It was announced just last night for his nostalgic documentary on Hot Rod Hundley. Congratulations, Dan. And our producer is Roger Lenhart. Our director, Scott Bartlett. Scott's daughter, Sarah, is in the replay chair. These are fun-filled days, and they're a bit long. Pitch is up high, ball one. Our crew here bright and early. Got a little bit of a respite this morning. Got here, I don't know, not at the break of dawn, but some of the, well, good number of the crew will have to be here early tomorrow morning for the start of activities. 4 games tomorrow. Strike one, ball, 2 strikes on the pitcher, Kaori, as London trails 4-0. Alejandro Castillo came on in the first inning and got the 3rd out. Called strike 3. 1 away in the second. Well, today, the team from Washington County defeated Simi Valley 11-1. And for Washington, its 2nd win of this tournament. There's a called strike. So Washington will play Bay County at 8 p.m. tomorrow. In the win today, 4 RBIs for Andrew Koken. Pitch down, low ball. On Painter, it's 1-1. A couple of RBIs for Agizio. And the 1-1 pitch is outside. With nobody on and 1 out. The loser of this game is eliminated. Ground ball to 3rd. Puente. Oh, that gun of his. That strong arm. And there are 2 outs. Now Django Henderson to step in. And there will be some activity down in the left field corner. Brownsville is going to start warming up a pitcher. 10 pitches for Castillo. And Rudy Lopez throwing. Strike called on Henderson, or Hendrickson rather. Breaking ball. It is Warren First, one of the coaches who was coaching 3rd. John Ferlazzo, the manager of the team from London, United Kingdom. 1-1 pitch. High chopper up the middle. Shortstop Ibarra gets to the ball near second and fires to first, and London's retired 1-2-3. At the end of 2 innings of play at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series, Brownsville 4, London nothing.
They play in all corners of the world. Boys and girls each learning the true value that only teamwork, competition, and sportsmanship can provide. Each year, more than 500,000 participants of all ages proudly represent Pony on baseball and softball diamonds of all sizes. Everyone deserves a chance to learn and play the game. They're our players today. They'll be our leaders in the future. Pony, making a difference in your neighborhood and all over our world.
Totals after 2. Brownsville 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors. London United Kingdom, no runs, no hits, 2 errors. Here's Randy Gore.
Thank you so much, Lanny. Is the United Kingdom trailing 4-0 to Brownsville, Texas. Brownsville sent 9 men to the plate in the second, scored 4 times. Also aided by 2 errors and provided a wealth of stolen bases. And they will lead it off with Alejandro Castillo in this top of the 3rd inning. Rene Zayas and Angelo Solis also due up. Kay Horry, the starting pitcher for London, is not allowed an earned run yet today, despite the 4 on the board to this point. And we are ready for play as Garrett Weary says play ball, our home plate umpire. First pitch of the inning is low, ball 1 from Horry. Brownsville, Texas, making its 3rd straight appearance of the Pony League World Series. 3rd straight year. 1-0. Fly ball hit to deep left center field off the bat of Castillo. That will hit off the base of the fence, and it is a long single for Castillo. Castillo not necessarily the fleetest of foot, so held to a single, but his second base hit of the day sends up Rene Zayas, who singled, stole a base, and scored on an error in the second inning. Key play in that second, while it was a 4-run frame, with 2 outs and 2 on. Max Parga hit a ground ball to short. Charlie Johnson's throw to first base was errant. That allowed those 2 runners that were on board to score, and also opened the door for 2 more runs to eventually cross the pay station. Rene Zayas, curveball to him, is outside for ball 1. Zayas, the son of the manager, Rene Zayas Sr., singled and scored a run in the second inning. 1-0. Fly ball center field. Terazawa making a sliding catch in center. Line drive hit right at him. Nice job by Terazawa. 1 away in the top of the 3rd. Angelo Solis popped out to 3rd of the second inning. Angelo Solis out of La Grulla, Texas, an incoming freshman at La Grulla High School. Runner from first takes off. They've got the runner, well, almost picked off. The throw over to first. Painter's throw then to second, going off the glove of Matt First, the second baseman, and ricocheting into center field. And it will be a stolen base for Castillo. Now the throw by Kay Horry, the pitcher, went to Painter over at first. If the throw is handled by first from Painter, have a good shot at getting Castillo, but instead a runner at second with 1 out. Fastball from Kay Horry is high, ball 1. Angelo Solis, quarterback of the middle school football team in the La Grulla High School School District. And that football team won the district championship this past year. And Solis, also a musician. He plays the accordion. 1-0 to Solis. Lines it foul. So surely Solis probably in approval of the in-between game entertainment. Joe Gerkman and the Alpenglow Polka Band. Well, maybe not his complete style of music, but they play the accordion. 1-1 to Solis is popped into shallow left, and the catch made by shortstop Charlie Johnson. 2 outs in the 3rd. Leadoff single by Castillo, line out to center by Zayas. Stolen base by Castillo, and now the pop out of Solis. 2 outs of the inning. Brings up Ismael Villarreal. Villarreal struck out swinging in the second. 4-0. Brownsville, Texas with the lead over London. Pitch outside from Horry, ball 1. Brownsville, Texas, 1,746 miles from Washington, PA. Line drive, fair ball up the left field line. Stumbling as Hendrickson gets to the ball. Rounding third is Castillo. He'll score. RBI double for Ismael Villarreal. 5-0 Brownsville, Texas in the third. So the RBI double for Villarreal. Max Parga to bat next. He reached on an error and scored on an error. Also swiped 2 bags in that second frame. 5-0 now Brownsville in the third. Curveball strike, ball out of the glove of Gavin Crawford. That'll be a pass ball this time, moving Villarreal to third. Oh, 1. Pitch up and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brownsville, Texas on top 5-0. 4 in the second, 1 so far in this third. Runner at third with 2 outs. 1-1 to the plate. And a swing and a miss. Ball gets away at home, and trotting home from third is Villarreal on the wild pitch. 6-0 Brownsville. So taking advantage of the wildness that has continued. Brownsville has stolen bases at will. And a pass ball and wild pitch brings home the second run of this inning and 6th of the game for Brownsville. Max Parga with the bases now empty on the 1-2 pitch. Lines it to center field, and a sliding catch made yet again by Terazawa in this third. That will end the inning. But Brownsville 2 runs on 2 hits and nobody left on. Your score after 2.5, Brownsville 6 and London 0.
Kick off the fall season at the EQT Washington and Greene County's Covered Bridge Festival, September 21st and 22nd. Explore 10 different scenic covered bridge locations and an array of activities from craft and food vendors, historical reenactments, entertainment, and more. Break away from the everyday. Take a deep breath and dream here. Unplug, unwind, and just be here. Plan your trip today at visitwashingtoncountypa.com. The American spirit lives here.
A great deal of history here at Lou Hayes Pony Field in Washington, Pennsylvania. You're looking at some of the shots from the original Pony League World Series dating all the way back to 1955. And you see the cars taking up residence on the adjacent field here. And a great scene, as you can see. Obviously, it's changed a little bit nowadays, but we can see the great crowd on hand for some of these opening games from the Washington, Pennsylvania championship team from way back in 1955 as the crowds pile in. A lot of great different vantage points here for viewing up on the right field side. You've got the hillside, and you see fans piling in there as well. Just some of the many great vantage points here at Lou Hayes Pony Field.
We return to Lou Hayes Pony Field, game 8 of the tournament. Brownsville, Texas leading 8-0 over London, United Kingdom. And a change for Brownsville in the field. Alex Guajardo will enter, and he will play shortstop, plug him into the 7th spot in the batting order. And Kevin Ibarra, who was playing short, will now go to second base. And Guajardo takes Angelo Solis's spot in the batting order. In the bottom of the third, it's number 9 hitter Tatsuki Terazawa. First pitch to him is a ball. Alejandro Castillo continues on the mound as he's now up to 14 pitches. Brownsville coaching staff very carefully watching the pitch count of their hurlers in this one. 1-0, a called strike to Terazawa. Ball down. Downstairs, ball 2. Brownsville, Texas, 4 runs in the second, 2 more in the top of this third. Castillo's next pitch, ground ball, 2-hopper, make it a 3-hopper, backhand attempt at third, but Easy Puente boots it. And that will be a leadoff error to put Teruzawa aboard. E5, first error on the Brownsville defense. That time Puente, instead of charging on it, kind of waited on that ball, and it ate him up instead. So Nitin Rao, the next hitter. Pickoff toss to check the runner Teruzawa. He's in there safely. Rao walked his first time up. Now, Lanny alluded to this earlier on, but 5 Japanese players on this London team, 5 American players and 2 British players. Swing and a miss by Rao. Count 0-1. The 3 coaches, manager John Ferlazzo, originally from Long Island, New York. Assistants Warren First, he's from Long Island, and also Jared Hendrickson from Boston, Massachusetts, originally. 0-1 pitch is high. Now 1-1. Castillo working on Rao. Ferlazzo and First joking that, yeah, we'll be back right after this. And welcome back to Lou Hayes Pony Field. 6-0 Brownsville, Texas on top of London, England. New pitcher of the game is Rudy Lopez, and he will take the spot of Kevin Ibarra in the batting order. That's the leadoff position. Easy Puente goes from third to second base, and the former pitcher Alejandro Castillo goes for the mound to third. So those are your changes for Brownsville, Texas. Lopez pitching, Castillo to third, Puente to second, and Ibarra now out of the contest. Runner at first, nobody out. Again, 6-0 Brownsville. We are in the bottom of the third inning with Teruzawa at first base. Showing bunt is Rao. He'll take the pitch for a ball. Runner on the move. Throw into second. Will skitter into center field. Backed up by Zayas, but it is a stolen base for Teruzawa. So London, UK trying to get something going with its running game, as they have been run all over by Brownsville to this point. Trying to get something going, down by 6. Nitin Rao walked in the first inning. Rudy Lopez takes a look at the runner at second. Brings the 2-1, fouled behind home plate, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brownsville, Texas using only 2 pitchers in their opener. What turned out to be a loss to Bay County, Michigan yesterday, 3-2. Had a 2-0 lead in the middle innings, but Bay County striking late for the comeback win. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and some high heat from Lopez. Rao down on strikes. 1 out in the bottom of the third. So Rudy Lopez, first batter he sees, punches him out. Charlie Johnson 0 for 1. He struck out against the starter, Easy Puente, who's now at second base defensively. 6-0 Brownsville. Lopez, pitch up and in. Spinning out of the way was Johnson. It goes off the glove of Parga, and off to third is Teruzawa. Pitch inside. It did clip the glove of Parga.
Bob.
And it goes down as a wild pitch. So Charlie Johnson and London with a chance to get on the scoreboard here. Down 6-0. Infield playing up for Brownsville. Fastball fouled to the screen. One ball, one strike.
What is that? They're leading 6-0.
My guess is they're playing for the 10-run rule.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right.
Try to save your pitchers.
Yeah. Okay.
1-1. Up over the head of Johnson. 2 balls and a strike. Just by watching the way they've handled their pitching staff so far, too, under 20 pitches. So again, the infield up for Brownsville. 2-1. Swing and a miss. High fastball again from Lopez.
Yeah, normally with infielders, where the middle infielders come in, they're at the edge of the grass, but not in this case. The shortstop and second baseman, they've got to be about 4 or 5 feet up on the grass.
2-2. Fastball in the dirt, full count.
Those of you watching our streaming can see that shot from our high home camera and Ray Miller. That normally those middle infielders, when they're playing up, they'll be at the edge of the grass.
Payoff pitch, check swing, ball meets bat. It's a foul ball. There's the accordion of Joe Gerkman in the Alpenglow Polka Band. Mentioned Angelo Solis playing the accordion. He's no longer in the game now for Brownsville. But yeah, that's the instrument he can play. Payoff pitch. Ground ball hit to short. Guajardo fields the throw home, and they get the out there. Oh, Guajardo fielding that hard ground ball and throws accurately to Max Parga, who puts the tag down on Terazawa. 2 outs in the inning, and Johnson at first on the fielder's choice.
You know, there are some big guys on this Brownsville team. Shortstop Guajardo's not one of them, but that was a really nifty play, and boy, it worked out. A number of things have worked out well for Brownsville here. They made the shift, put Guajardo at short, moved Puente from third over Castillo to third, and they gunned down the runner at the plate.
Guajardo, the shortest player on the team at 5 feet tall. His teammates call him Guerrito. Pickoff throw, and they got him. They got the runner on the pickoff, Charlie Johnson, as Lopez throws out Charlie Johnson. 1-3 on the pickoff, and the inning is over. So a runner thrown out at home, runner thrown out at first, and air, nobody left on, and no runs across. After 3, Brownsville 6, London nothing.
Make a Dunkin' run for a $2 pick-me-up and avoid the afternoon drag.
Should have got one for John.
Yeah. Sorry, John. It's okay.
Come in for a $2 medium latte or cappuccino from 2 to 6 p.m. America runs on Dunkin'.
Hi, I'm Dylan Radigan. The world is brimming with possibilities. And that keeps me busy. My latest invention may be able to feed and sustain communities around the world. My team and I are always on the go, meeting new people and seeing new places. I produce films that I really care about. It's an honor to speak to audiences around the world. When people come together, meaningful work gets done. How do I do all this? Well, that part's easy. Hotelplanner.com.
In addition to the annual Pony League World Series, there are a number of other tourism attractions in the greater Washington County area, including Meadowcroft Rock Shelter and Historic Village, citing the oldest evidence of human existence in North America, and also the Pennsylvania Trolley Museum, nearly 50 restored antique trolleys on display.
Back at Lou Hayes Pony Field, it's Brownsville, Texas 6 and London, United Kingdom nothing. As we head to the top of the 4th, And glad to have you with us on WJPA AM 1450 in Washington. Also the folks tuning in on video, MLB.com and PLWS.org. A number of these games televised as well.
We have one at 5:30 tomorrow on AT&T Sports. It'll be Chinese Taipei against Youngstown.
Always wonderful to have the coverage. Great to have Frank Coonley here for Pirates night, but also in the broadcast booth for a half inning, speaking with Lanny Franteri. As we move on to the top of the fourth, Rudy Lopez will lead off. Kay Horry, first pitch is high, ball one. We've seen a lot of pitchers so far for Brownsville, Texas, and not a lot of hits from London. In fact, no hits so far. So combined work for Brownsville, Texas through 3 innings. Lopez, fly ball to left center. Hendrickson ranges to the gap to his left to make the catch. 1 out in the top of the fourth. So Lopez, who is right now the pitcher, flying out in the top of the fourth here. Tony Villarreal, RBI triple in the second inning, is 1 for 2. Fastball high to Villarreal, ball 1. Villarreal, he's played baseball since 5, also plays football, basketball, and runs track and field. 6-0 Brownsville, 1 out in the fourth. Breaking ball inside, 2-0. Villarreal won the fastest runner competition here at the Pony League World Series. Also in the state of Texas, in the Texas Amateur Athletic Federation, won gold in the 800-meter track event and silver in the 400-meter. Breaking ball in the dirt, 3-0. So probably not all that surprising that he won the fastest runner here. And he displayed that speed with that RBI triple we talked about in the second. .30 is high, ball 4, and now his speed is on the bases. And considering Brownsville has run at will, don't be shocked if Villarreal, with all of his speed, will be on the move. Gamboa has walked twice. Pickoff throw to check Villarreal. Gamboa also has stolen 2 bases. Hit a home run yesterday, a solo shot against Bay County, Michigan. And Gamboa going to come up the third base line and talk with his manager, Renee Zayas. Gamboa is the tallest player on this Brownsville team, standing at 6'2½".
Let's go, Brownsville!
It's been a good day for Brownsville so far. Showing bunt is Gamboa, runner on the move, pitches outside for a ball, throw to second, not in time. Villarreal stolen base.
So Gamboa goes down to the third base coach and says, tell me, is he stealing? Okay, I'll just show bunt. You let him run. Okay.
And a lob throw towards second. Nobody covering the bag as Horry throws it away into center field, and he won. Villarreal to third. It was just a lob toss towards second, but even with the lob, it was airmailed to center. Throw in between Charlie Johnson and Matt First, and over them as well. The shortstop and second baseman, respectively, for London. So runner at third with 1 away, top of the fourth, 6-0 Brownsville. Looking to add on to its lead. Horry's 1-0. Curveball fought off into shallow right field for a base hit. In to score easily is Villarreal. RBI single by Christian Gamboa. That pitch right in on the hands, but he muscled it out to right. And it's 7-0 Brownsville. So Gamboa, another RBI for him in the series, will have a pinch hitter for Easy Puente. It's Juan Garcia. And we'll see where Garcia goes during the next half inning in the field, but in the meantime, he bats with Gamboa at first. Gamboa on the move. Pitch a called strike, throw to second, not in time. Tag applied by first, but it's a stolen base again for Gamboa, his third of the game. Make that 4 for Gamboa. Pitch gets away on the 0-1 offering, and Gamboa to third. Wild pitch. Now, once a base runner has reached, it certainly has become problematic for London. And Brownsville, they were paying attention to the Washington County game yesterday, as Washington, in similar fashion, able to run all over London, and Brownsville has done the same, leading 7-0 now. Runner at third with 1 out. And the 1-1 breaking ball, a called strike, 1-2. Juan Garcia. Yesterday was 1 for 3 against Bay County. The 1-2 pitch, skies it to left field. Diving effort by Hendrickson, cannot make the catch. Gamboa scores. 8-0 Brownsville. RBI single for Garcia. Hendrickson was frozen to start, and then by the time he found it in the sky, it was too late, despite his diving effort. 8-0 Brownsville in the top of the 4th. Alejandro Castillo squares to bunt. And Kay Horry knows I'm going to throw over to first base on a pickoff try. Last time he saw a shown bunt, Tony Villarreal stole a base. Runner goes, bunt shown, pitch taken for a strike, throw into second base. It hops over Matt first. It's backed up by Charlie Johnson. Stolen base for Garcia. Have that as 11 stolen bases. You can double check me, Lanny, if that's incorrect.
We got 3 in this inning. 8, 9. I've got 12.
Okay. Might be the one of Gamboa that I missed from earlier. So 12 stolen bases for Brownsville. 0-1 swing and a miss by Castillo.
Yeah, Gamboa in the first inning stole second and third, and then in the second inning stole second.
So 12 thus far. And 8 runs so far for Brownsville. Ground ball by Castillo to short. Johnson to his right gets to it. Leaping throw to first in time. Nice effort there by Charlie Johnson with the jump throw across. 2 outs.
That was a really fine play. That was really well done. Tough when an infielder has to throw on the run like that. Glide to the right, got himself in a decent position to get off a strong throw. That was not an easy play. The advantage, of course, Castillo doesn't run down the line real well, but nevertheless, that was well done.
Rene Zayas will have to wait as Kay Horry, the pitcher for London.
You know what I've had to do in these games? You know, every baseball announcer has at the bottom of his card runs, hits, errors, left on base, right? Every baseball announcer, every scorecard has that,
sure.
Right? Well, I've added in these Pony League games stolen base totals because there have been so many of them. Not only in this game, but throughout the first 3 days of the tournament.
First pitch a strike to Zayas. The 0-1 lined into right center field for another base hit. Rounding third is Garcia. 9-0 Brownsville. So Zayas with his second hit of the day. This time a base hit to right center. 2 outs in this top of the 4th is Brownsville in command. And Alex Guajardo, well, check that. This will be his first at bat of the day. Guajardo, pickoff throw. Returning headfirst safely is Zayas, but Alex Guajardo, first at bat of the day, made a nice play defensively in the previous half inning on a throw home 6-2 with the infield pulled in. Hard ground ball off the bat of Charlie Johnson, and then threw out Tatsuki Terazawa at home, preserving the shutout for Brownsville, Texas to this point. And again, clearly playing for the mercy rule, trying to preserve some pitching for the days ahead. Runner from first, on the move again, no throw from Gavin Crawford, stolen base for Zayas. That'll make 13 now. Guajardo on the 1-0. Takes a strike. Kay Horry unofficially up to 76 pitches. Guajardo, 5 feet, 105 pounds, right-handed hitter. 1-1, runner goes. Pitch a ball, throw to third, safe. Stolen base for Zayas.
You know, it's great that we all are given the opportunity to dream. 5 feet, 105 pounds. He wants to be a major league player. You keep dreaming.
2-1. Breaking ball fouled away toward the refreshment stand.
I mean, why shouldn't we be allowed to think about an illustrious future, have dreams, particularly as it relates to doing something you really love?
2-2. Play.
2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, inning over. But Brownsville with 3 runs in the top of the 4th. 3 runs on 3 hits, a walk, an error, and 1 left on. After 3.5, it is Brownsville 9, London nothing.
What are we playing to this time?
How about a game of MVP?
415 to right field.
Right field with the Kirk Gibson trot. Seat 15.
That's an M.
Dodger dogs all day.
Woo! Extra kraut, please. Foul pull.
That looks like a V.
All tied up. Looks like I win MVP again.
Let's run it back.
At first. Garcia.
Defensive changes for Brownsville. Juan Garcia stays in the game and plays first base. Christian Gamboa moves from first to third.
Game 8 of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Brownsville, Texas 9, London, UK nothing. Defensive changes for Brownsville, Texas. Juan Garcia at first base. Christian Gamboa goes from first to third. And Alejandro Castillo goes from third to second. Remember, Garcia pinch hit for Easy Puente, who was at second base. So those are your changes. Rudy Lopez continues on the mound for Brownsville. No hits permitted by the Brownsville pitching staff so far. as Lopez, the third pitcher on the bump today in this one. Gavin Crawford leads off bottom of the fourth, and it's strike one on the outside quarter. Crawford walked his first plate appearance in the first inning. Oh, 1 offering from Lopez. That's a strike. 0-2. So Easy Puente started this game, went 2/3, walked 2, struck out 2, no hits or runs. Alejandro Castillo went 1 1/3 scoreless. 0-2 pitch. Hard ground ball to second off the glove of Castillo and will trickle into right center field. That'll be an E4. Error on Castillo. Crawford safe at first. So still no hits allowed by Brownsville. But it will be an error, second of the day on the Brownsville defense.
We've talked about this, and it's understandable. If you were the London coach, that's a base hit. That ball's hit so hard. That's a base hit. But such as scoring in pony base. I mean, we have an official score here, but we were talking the other day. There's a foul ball off to the left. Talking the other day, the high school coaches quite obviously want to put those numbers up to be good for their players.
Ricky Sumi 0 for 1. I'll follow up on that thought in a moment. As Rudy Lopez from the stretch, pickoff throw to first. That'll get away from Garcia, and Crawford going to take for second. Slides in safely as the throw gets away there, backed up by Castillo, and an E1 on the throw from Lopez. Now, I obviously, as you do as well, a lot of high school broadcasts in Western Pennsylvania.
Yep.
For the high school that I work for, I always say when I'm doing a broadcast, I keep my book for the broadcast. If any parents or anyone else have an inquiry about it, you go to the respective dugouts, because each book, there's going to be a different book in the home dugout compared to the
no
road
question
dugout.
about it. No question about it.
Obviously, here we're fortunate to have an official score, so what he says goes. Count 1-1.
Great basketball coach Ron Faust is the official score.
Pitch outside for a ball. 2-1. Now the head coach at Wash High here in Washington, PA, Ron Faust, has won plenty of games and plenty of championships. And I'm sure he's scored plenty of games as well. Has seen a lot here at the Pony League World Series and then some. 9-0 Brownsville. Runner at second. And a ground ball. Diving play made at first by Garcia. Going to try and beat the runner to the bag, and he will. Ricky Sumi put out first base unassisted. Juan Garcia with a top shelf play. Crawford over to third on the ground out.
Okay, we're going to play the infield in. That was the strategy back in the third when it was a 6-0 game. We're talking about whether Brownsville was trying to protect they try to enhance the opportunity of a mercy rule victory. So here's a similar situation. Runner third, 1 out. We're in the 4th inning. Is London down to its final 5 outs? 2 here in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, or will we go past the 5th inning?
Well, right now, the infielder's playing back. Matt First, the hitter. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to short in the first inning on a 6-4 put out to end that frame. So the infielder's playing back. Runner at third, 1 out. Fastball high to first. And now that that has been thought over or realized, the Brownsville infielders will play up. So indeed, playing for the mercy rule. Runner at third, 1 away. Bottom of the 4th, 9-0 Brownsville. Pitch from Lopez, up and in to the right-handed hitting first. Ball 2. Matt First, the son of assistant coach Warren First. Warren First, an investment banker in England. Also the third base coach. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. So Matt at the plate, Warren First, the third base coach for London. Jared Hendrickson is the first base coach, and manager John Ferlazzo chooses to stay in the dugout. 2-1. Ball popped out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ferlazzo is a teacher in England, and Jared Hendrickson fronted an indie rock band in the 1990s, also released a solo album under another name. 2-2. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Lopez gets through him. Guajardo fields it, looks the runner back to third, but then he throws it away at first base. Coming in to score is Crawford. Throw to second. That's off target. And Matt First all the way to second on the throwing error by Guajardo. London on the board, trailing 9-1. A weak ground ball that just went through the wickets there of Lopez. Guajardo, because he was playing so far in, still got to it, but airmailed his throw to first. Second error, check that third error of the inning on Brownsville. E4, E1, and now an E6. 1 run on no hits for London. Kay Horry. He takes a fastball high, ball 1.
Got a pinch hitter here, Randy.
Oh, check that, not Kay Horry.
Sho Wakasuki.
One-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. So Kay Horry, the starting pitcher, his day is done. Seemingly so. Runner at second, 2-0 pitch to the plate. Wakatsuki looks at a strike. Wakatsuki did not bat in yesterday's game against Washington County. First chance of the plate in the Pony League World Series. 2-1 from Lopez. Swing and a miss. Good fastball.
Lopez at 26 pitches. Where he stands now, he need a day's rest. If he gets to 36, he'll need 2 days rest, as dictated by the Pony League pitch limit chart.
2-2, check swing and a little looper in foul territory, first base side. Diving effort by Juan Garcia, but cannot make the catch. Just beyond his reach.
Diving to the artificial turf first base box.
And Jared Hendrickson did not move an inch. Play coming his way. Statuesque out there.
Which happens to be one of the songs from his album, Don't Move an Inch.
Might be. Or it might be a new one to come. He still performs, by the way.
Does he?
Yes. 2-2. Hard ground ball to short. 2-hopper handled by Guajardo. Throw to first retires Wakatsuki. First remains at second, 2 outs. 9-1 Brownsville with the lead in the bottom of the 4th, and we'll have another pinch hitter. Andrew Painter will check out. As Moto Ushijima in the batter's box takes a pitch high, ball 1. Ushijima, 5'5", 120-pounder, right-handed hitter. He wants to be a baseball coach, his future occupation. 1-0. Take strike 1.
Let's see more along those lines of future dreams, future careers. Let's see some more major league announcers, you know?
Yeah, right.
Pretty good gig.
I bet. You liked it enough for 34 years,
Yeah,
right?
33.
33. Sorry. 30+. 1-1. Ground ball to second. Castillo moving in on it. Sets and fires, retires Painter. Excuse me. Check that, retires Ushijima to end the inning. 1 run on no hits, 3 errors, and 1 left on. After 4, it's Brownsville 9, London 1.
There's a place far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night, where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
Advantage over London is we go to the 5th inning. Defensively, London with Sho Wakatsuki now pitching. Caden Horwood goes to first base and Moto Ushijima in left. Caden Horwood you can plug into the 8th spot in the batting order.
Hey, we have our Parkwood Creative Executive Director Mike Parsons going to the refreshment stand. Decided it's time to have a little bag of popcorn.
Good time for some popcorn. Ismael Villarreal to start the 5th. 1 for 2, RBI double and a run scored in the 3rd. Facing Sho Wakatsuki. Breaking ball hammered to left field. That's going to get down. Ushijima able to get to it. Cuts it off before it gets to the wall. And a leadoff single for Villarreal. And new glove for Nitin Rao. Evidently took the wrong glove out to third base. So Django Hendrickson brings out a new leather. Oh, and look out, the sprinklers are on. How about that? The sprinklers are on a little bit early here in the top of the 5th at Lou Hayes Pony Field.
You know, this won't be a lengthy delay, but I got to tell you, in my 33 years, I saw some remarkable delays in Major League Baseball. The most remarkable one was in San Diego. A skunk came out on the field, third base side. Nobody wanted to touch it. They had to wait until it walked all the way under the bleachers on the first base side. And I thought it was rather interesting that this skunk delay should be in San Diego, the home of one of America's great zoos.
Right. Maybe that's where it came from. Escape the zoo, perhaps.
How about that, a skunk delay?
Believe it or not, I've actually seen a skunk delay in person as well with the Washington Wild Things.
Is that right?
Yeah, there was a skunk that made its way on the field, and very similar, where the outfielders, it was Traverse City that was in town. They were trying to escort it toward a trap in left field, but then the skunk realized the trap was coming, and he put it in reverse, and the outfielders went running. Max Parga at the plate as that sprinkler situation has been settled.
Wait a minute, was this in
Washington?
Yeah. The Wild Things, okay.
And Traverse City was playing the field that half inning. Pitch a called strike, throw into second, runner is out. Trying to steal second, but Villarreal caught stealing and went away here at the top of the 5th. First time Brownsville has been caught today. 14 stolen bases, not a 15th, as Gavin Crawford with the throw to Matt First on the tag. 2-4 on the put-up. And it looked as if, well, he had the bag, but then just came off it. 0-1, breaking ball low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on Parga. One. Hard ground ball through the left side of the infield for a base hit. And Parga is aboard. He reached on an error and scored on an error back in the 2nd inning. 9-1 Brownsville, leading in the top of the 5th. Rudy Lopez 1 for 3 rather, with a single, stolen base, and a run scored. And out comes London manager John Ferlazzo, as he wants to talk things over with his pitcher Wakatsuki and his infield.
Throughout much of this game, Brownsville's been trying to do what it could to make this a mercy rule ball game. Still a possibility in this 5th inning, but keep in mind that with the infield in the bottom of the 4th inning, runner at 3rd, that was the play at first reached on an error and the run scored. And then here in this 5th inning, had Ishmael Villarreal been safe at 2nd base, that would have probably blossomed into a run after the Parga base hit. So we could be looking at a couple things changed around. We'd be looking at a 10-0 ball game.
So we're going to have a pitching change here, and with that, we're going to take a break as well. We'll tell you who the new hurler is when we return. 9-1 Brownsville leading London, UK in the top of the 5th. Back in a moment.
DJ's a sharpshooter, but when he went down with a shoulder tear, he lost his aim. That's when Dr. Sam Akavan and the sports medicine team at AHN got it back for him, just like they did for Josh Bell. Thanks to the surgeons at AHN, they're both back in the game and back on target. Whatever your sport, whatever your level, getting back to what you love is living proof. Call 412-DOCTORS for an appointment with AHN, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Fans young and old enjoying the Brownsville, Texas lead 9-1 over London. Brownsville batting in the top of the 5th. Runner at first, 1 out. New pitcher is Matt First. He goes from 2nd to the mound, and Sho Wakatsuki goes from the mound over to 2nd base. Pickoff throw. Over there safely is Parga. Brownsville 4 runs in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th. London 1 run in the bottom of the 4th. Runner goes, throw to 2nd, and Charlie Johnson applies the tag, but safe is the ruling. Parga with the stolen base.
Crawford jumped in the air after he saw the call, the 2nd base umpire. Trying to do what he can to curtail this running game. That's the 15th stolen base for Brownsville.
A good throw, but Parga able to slide in around the tag, or behind it. Fastball is high, and that'll be a wild pitch now moving Parga. And did I hear a little bit of a record?
Now, Bob Gregg tells us that is a new Pony League World Series record. 15 stolen bases in a game. Have to get a 4x6 card out and write that down.
Fastball outside, ball 3. Lanny Fratteri meticulous with his note keeping.
It is 4x6 card system.
Well, maybe not with the records as the pitches strike, but a lot of player bios on the professional level. I've kind of borrowed that idea from you.
It works, doesn't it?
It does. I like it very much. 9-1 lead Brownsville. Runner at third, one out. Fastball outside. Lopez walks. Runners at the quarters.
Number 24, Tony Villarreal.
So here's Tony Villarreal. RBI triple in the second. Walked, stole a base, scored in the fourth. 9-1 Brownsville. 9 runs on 11 hits, 3 errors. London 1 run on no hits and 4 errors. Villarreal shows bunt. Lopez goes. Pitches a fastball that misses the zone. Villarreal spinning out of the way of the offering. It's ball 1. Stolen base for Lopez. Make it 16 stolen bases. One-0. And that hits Villarreal, so it's a dead ball. Runners were trying to advance, but it's a dead ball on the hit by pitch. Bases are loaded.
Number 10, Christian Gamboa.
Brings up Christian Gamboa. Gamboa singled in a run and scored in the fourth to go along with a stolen base in that frame. Hit a home run yesterday. Bats with the bases loaded. In the top of the fifth in this one. 8-run lead for Brownsville. Fastball high, ball 1. One-0. Taken low, 2 balls and no strikes. Fastball, a strike at the knees to Gamboa. 2-1. Brownsville, Texas, trying to advance into tomorrow's action. They'll face, if they hold on to this lead, will face Simi Valley, California tomorrow at 12:30. Pitches a ball, 3-1. We'll start it off at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Arecibo, Puerto Rico, facing Guasave, Sinaloa, Mexico. Foul ball to the screen. Gamboa with a full count. The 12:30 game against Simi Valley against the winner of this one. Tomorrow at 5:30, Chinese Taipei against Youngstown, Ohio. And then the final contest at 8 p.m., Bay County, Michigan against the host team, Washington. 3-2 called, strike 3 is Christian Gamboa locked up. 2 outs with the bases loaded now in the fifth.
Number 22, Juan Garcia.
First strikeout for Matt First, working in relief here in this fifth. Juan Garcia. Juan B. Garcia the fourth. Second at-bat of the game. Hangs one high to right center. Outfielders converge and a hustling catch made by Ricky Sumi. Inning over. London able to leave the bases loaded against Brownsville. No runs on 3 hits. And again, Brownsville leaves the bases loaded. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Your score, it is Brownsville 9, London 1.
What are we playing to this time?
How about a game of MVP?
415 to right field.
Right field with the Kirk Gibson trot. Seat 15.
That's an M.
Dodger dogs all day.
Woo! Extra kraut, please. Foul pole.
That looks like a V.
All tied up. Looks like I win MVP again.
Let's run it back.
Well, Brownsville, in its 6-decade history, the Pony League World Series has played host to some Major League Baseball greats. Paul Wainer of the Pittsburgh Pirates, seen here in the yellow coat. Also a couple of gentlemen who've made their mark in the coaching world. Dom Zimmer in the blue coat here and in the black pants. You see Mr. Zimmer swinging there. And then the legendary manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers, also a world champion as well, Tommy Lasorda, also appeared in the Pony League World Series. Those gentlemen adding to the rich history of this event now in its 6th decade.
And then who's catching? So we got to have a new catcher. (9-1) Brownsville, Texas, with the advantage over London, United Kingdom. And some defensive changes for Brownsville as Alejandro Castillo goes from second to third. Christian Gamboa from third back to first. Catcher Max Parga is now at second base. And it is Juan Garcia catching. So no changes as far as the batting order, but just some realignment as far as the defensive positioning. Garcia was at first base during the last half inning. So with Garcia behind the dish, gives Parga an opportunity to play on the infield at second base. Brownsville 9, London United Kingdom 1. Caden Horwood will lead off. He is getting his first at bat of the day.
31 pitches from Lopez.
Now London still looking for its first hit of the day. They did score a run in the 4th with the help of 3 errors by Brownsville defensively. Fastball from Lopez, low and outside, ball 1. 68 miles per hour on that fastball from Rudy Lopez. Third pitcher today for Brownsville. He entered in the 3rd inning. 1-0. Outside again, 2 balls and no strikes. There is a righty loosening in the Brownsville pen.
Let me get my brand new binoculars. Check it out for you.
that you bought at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Dick's Sporting Goods, that's right.
Angelo Solis warming up. 3-0 is the count now. Last pitch of ball. 9-1 Brownsville. Horwood leading off the bottom of the 5th. There's Solis. Called a strike. Horwood thought he had ball 4. And with the pitch count at 35, that's going to do it for Lopez. So Castillo, the pitching coach Daniel Castillo, very carefully watching the pitch count of his hurlers today. And so Rudy Lopez will check out. And likely we'll see Angelo Solis. Is Castillo. No, not going to be Solis. It's Guajardo that's warming up. We're going to take a quick break. We'll tell you more in a moment. Brownsville 9, London 1, bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back.
Unfortunately, we've gotten some bad news.
Of the world. Boys and girls each learning the true value that only teamwork, competition, and sportsmanship can provide. Each year, more than 500,000 participants of all ages proudly represent Pony on baseball and softball diamonds of all sizes. Everyone deserves a chance to learn and play the game. They're our players today. They'll be our leaders in the future. Pony, making a difference in your neighborhood and all over our world.
Welcome back to Lou Hayes Pony Field, a tradition here in Washington County, Pennsylvania, going all the way back to the 1950s. Of course, named for one of the founding fathers of pony baseball. Lou Hayes Pony Field is the home of the Pony League World Series. It's been home to it ever since back in the 1950s, and 32 consecutive years it has been on site here at Lou Hayes Pony Field.
And back at Lou Hayes Pony Field, 9-1 Brownsville with the lead over London. And the 3-1 pitch from Alex Guajardo is ball 4. First pitch he throws to the batter, Caden Horwood, ball 4. And a leadoff walk for Horwood.
To Lopez, Bob. Lopez gets charged with the walk as he left to the count 3-1.
And Tatsuki Terazawa with a deep fly ball to left field, but a nice catch made by Ismael Villarreal, shy of the warning track, hustling to his left, reached up with the glove up high to bring it down. 1 out in the 5th. Now Villarreal, that being Ismael Villarreal, stealing away a hit from Terazawa. Most well-hit ball of the day by any London batter. Still no hits for London as Nitin Rao fouls one off for strike 1. Rao 0 for 1, walked in the first, struck out in the 3rd. Brownsville 4 runs in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd. Check that, 2 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th. 0-1, up and in to Rao. 1 ball, 1 strike. Horwood starting off the inning with a walk. Then the deep fly out by Terazawa. 1-1 count on Rao. Bounces one weakly toward 3rd. Fielded by Castillo. Throw to 2nd out there as Parga handles the throw. Lead runner erased. Horwood put away 5-4. And Rao reaching on the fielder's choice. Charlie Johnson 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd. Alex Guajardo, the pitcher, going from short to the mound. Rudy Lopez from the mound to the shortstop position. Brings a pitch outside for a ball. Gamboa holding the runner. Short lead at first. Guajardo's pitch. 1-0. Called strike. Well, break action on that. In toward the batter, then over the plate. (9-1) Brownsville in the bottom of the 5th. With 2 away. Guajardo. The pause and the pitch. Johnson takes low. 2-1. Now, London, England making his first appearance in the Pony League World Series. The European Zone champion, however, has struggled at the Pony League World Series. 4-15 overall and no Pony League titles. 2-1 pitch, foul ball out of play. And London struggling yesterday and today, down right now 9-1. Lost 23-3 to Washington. Bright spot in that game was Charlie Johnson. Reached base 3 times with a single, 2 walks, and 3 runs scored. They get 0-2 so far in this contest. Bats with a 2-2 count, 2 outs. Rao at first. Fly ball to shallow right on the 2-2 pitch, and in to make the catch is Tony Villarreal, and the inning is over. So a walk and 1 left on after 5 innings. Brownsville 9, London 1.
Kick off the fall season at the EQT Washington and Greene County's Covered Bridge Festival, September 21st and 22nd. Explore 10 different scenic covered bridge locations and an array of activities from craft and food vendors, historical reenactments, entertainment, and more. Break away from the everyday. Take a deep breath and dream here. Unplug, unwind, and just be here. Plan your trip today at visitwashingtoncountypa.com. The American spirit lives here.
On a clear night in Washington, Pennsylvania, the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Final game of day 3. It's game 8 of the tournament. Brownsville, Texas, leading London, United Kingdom 9-1. Brownsville scoring 4 in the second,
Bob, how many years
2 in the
for
third,
London?
3 in the fourth. London's lone run coming in the bottom of the 4th inning. And to take us the rest of the way through today's ball game, here's Lanny Fratteri.
All right, Randy, thank you very much. Luke Campbell is covering this game for the Observer Reporter. What time's deadline tonight, Luke? You got plenty of time? You're all right? Luke Campbell, a member of the Waynesburg University Communications Department Hall of Fame, as is Randy Gore, by the way.
I don't know about that. Is there such a thing?
No, I always just bestow it on people. Pitch is down low, ball 1. Alejandro Castillo, the batter here in the 6th against first. 9-1, 9 runs, 11 hits for Brownsville. 1 run, no hits for London. 1 ball, 1 strike on Castillo. He's 2 for 3 in the game. And the next pitch, a ball. Alejandro Castillo, a couple of stolen bases, a record 16 stolen bases, most stolen bases in a single game in the Pony League World Series history. Fly ball to center. Terazawa came in and the ball went over his head. And Castillo around second. He'll stop there. Runner at second. It is ruled a double. Castillo's 3rd hit of the game. Terazawa in. The ball got by him and chugging into second base. Alejandro Castillo. And Rene Zayas 2 for 3 with an RBI. 3 for 6 in the first 2 games. And the winner of this game will play Simi Valley. Pitch is up high. Play Simi Valley tomorrow at 12:30. 1 ball pitch called strike. We'll be down to 8 teams. We started with 10 on Friday, down to 8 after this game. Hagerstown has already been eliminated. 1-1 pitch. Foul ball back to the top of the press box. Washington County's next game, 8 o'clock tomorrow night against Bay County.
One, two.
One ball, 2 strikes. Just heard the voice of home plate umpire Garrett Weary. Ground ball to second. Ball gets through the wicket and out into right center field. Castillo to third. Zayas safe at first. That is London's 4th error. Brownsville has made 4. It brings up Guajardo. Guajardo 0 for 1 in the ball game. Runners at first and third. Runner breaks for second. Stolen base. There'll be no throw. Stolen base number 17 for Brownsville. And the 4th of this game for Zayas. 2-2 pitch. Bouncer to the mound. Breaking for the plate is Castillo. And the pitcher flips the ball to the catcher, Crawford. And Castillo's out 1-2 at home plate. Zayas goes to third. And Guajardo at first on a fielder's choice. Hello, down in our Pikewood Communications truck. Beaming the video to you. Runner breaks for first, had a huge jump. And so now Guajardo has added his name to the stolen base list. Call me Ishmael. Villarreal, 2 for 3 with an RBI. It is 9-1 in favor of Texas. Becky Hardwick, Sarah Bartlett, Aaron Shackelford. For those of you watching our video feed, MLB.com on the Pony League webpage. Two-one pitch, and it is up high and a bit inside. Everybody on our crew excited, get packed up, be here tomorrow morning about 8 o'clock. Fly ball deep right field, and it is at the base of the wall. Zayas scores from third. Guajardo around third, and the throw to the plate is late. Ball gets by the catcher Crawford, and down to third goes Ishmael. It is now 11-1 in favor of Brownsville. That's a double, 2 RBIs, and an error on the second baseman, allowing Ishmael to go to third. Ishmael Villarreal has 3 RBIs in the game. And now we're looking at the mercy rule. Pitch up high, ball 1. Parga takes a pitch low and outside, ball 1. Parga 1 for 3. Runner at third, Ishmael Villarreal. So a possible last call coming up for London. Swinging a foul tip, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. It is a 10-run game now. It was 9-0 after 3.5, then 9-1 from the end of the 4th until this top of the 6th. Pitch outside, ball gets away from the catcher. Sprinting home is Ishmael Villarreal, and it is a 12-1 ball game. Little chance for catcher Crawford to handle that pitch from first.
Play.
3-1 pitch. Line shot into left center field, in the gap, rolling to the warning track. Parga to second, and the throw into the shortstop. So Parga's got his second hit of the game. 1 out. Well, that ball hit with authority by Parga, who started the game as the catcher and then moved to second base. Top of the order for Lopez. You know, when Lopez, by the way, in this game is 0 for 1 plus a walk, swinging a foul ball. Lopez, inning and 2/3 scoreless, is the 3rd pitcher of the game for Brownsville. Brownsville 12 runs on 14 hits. 0-1 pitch. Ball fouled away, 0-2.
Two strikes. Play.
No balls and 2 strikes. And that's a ball just heard from good friend Phil Newcamp, former golf professional at St. Clair Country Club. Thanks for joining us, Phil. Phil and Pat. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lopez. Down low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. When I was a Pirate broadcaster, that's when they started that, text the booth or email the booth. And I always thought, you have enough trouble announcing a game that. But here's the 2-2 pitch. And it's a ball, 3-2. Now you get in a situation like this, you say, come on, text me, email me. 3-2 on Lopez. And the 12-1 lead for Brownsville, Texas. Ball fouled back out of play. At the end of elimination games, there's a ceremony. The players that are about to depart Washington get special treats from the Pony League World Series Committee. 3-2 pitch. Foul ball out of play. Certainly hope that all of the players that come to Washington, Pennsylvania have a chance to taste our great community and do indeed pack their bags, and in those bags are long-standing memories. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So Lopez is the second out of the inning. (12-1). Brownsville leads. Now Tony Villarreal. Villarreal, he is 1 for 2 in the game. Villarreal the other day won the fastest runner competition, and yet tonight, with 18 stolen bases for Brownsville, Villarreal has 1. That's just circumstantial, by the way. Foul ball out of play.
Yeah, just hasn't had the opportunities, as many opportunities as some of his teammates.
Left-handed batter. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. Matatsuki, the throw to first. And the inning is over. Brownsville comes up with 2 runs on 3 hits. 2 errors in the inning, 1 left on base. So it is a do or be done. Bottom of the 6th. For London, the score 12-1 Brownsville.
Unfortunately, we've gotten some bad news.
To whom?
Coming up the bottom of the 6th inning. Yeah, Bob.
And so far, this one has been all Brownsville, 12-1 on top of London. London's only run in the 4th, but without the use of a base hit, no hits so far for London. So Brownsville's relief pitcher Alex Guajardo on the bump.
So here we go, the bottom of the 6th inning. And Crawford takes a pitch inside and hits the dirt. I may have inadvertently said 2 runs for Brownsville in the top of the 6th. It was 3. 1-ball pitch, low and outside. Brownsville 12, London 1. Guajardo's pitch, a ball. Ibarra, the new, comes back into the game to play shortstop for Brownsville. 3-0 pitch. Here's a called strike. So our third and final game of the day. Pitch is high. Crawford walks. Washington County starting the day with an 11-1 win over Simi Valley. And we're going to have a pitching change here with a man on, nobody out, bottom of the 6th. And if London does not score 2 runs, this ball game will be over. We'll be back in a moment right after these messages.
There's a place far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night, where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
All right, the new pitcher is Solis. You're listening to coverage of the Pony League World Series on WJPA Washington. Don't forget, bright and early tomorrow morning, Pete Povich. And here is Ricky Sumi to bat against Solis. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Ricky Sumi has probably the most colorful slippers of any player in this 2019 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Ball fouled back 1-1.
A note here for Brownsville, Texas. Right now, a combined no-hitter in effect. If they can close it out with 3 more outs, it would be the first no-hitter since a 5-inning no-no on August 6, 2016 by Elion Gentner of Paderborn, Germany against Washington County, part of a 12-0 win.
Ground ball, base hit into right field. Crawford is second on the Sumi single. Now they try to get the out at first base, but it's thrown away. And the runners each move up 80 feet. And that breaks up the no-hitter. And it is the 5th error of the game against Brownsville. Second and third, nobody out. 11-1 ball or 12-1 ball game. And if London scores these 2 runs, we'll be seeing a 7th inning. Here's Matt First. He is 0 for 2. Right-handed batter. Takes a pitch high, ball 1. 12-1 in favor of Brownsville, Texas. Pitch low and outside. Angelo Solis. And the infield is being told to play in. Count 2-0. Ball fouled back. And what's interesting about this is that if you play back, you've got a chance of preventing the ball from going into the outfield and 2 runs scoring. Keep in mind also that the outfielders are very shallow. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. For those of you that are catching our video, that was a great shot there to show you just how shallow the three outfielders are. Probably the deepest of the three is Tony Villarreal in right. 2-2 pitch and a foul ball. If a team leads by 10 runs or more after you finish the fifth, game's over. We're in the bottom of the sixth. It's 12-1 in favor of Brownsville. In this inning, a walk, a single, a throwing error. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3. 1 out. Pretty good bender from Solis. And now Watsuki 0 for 1 in the game. Right-hander. Wakasuki, one of a handful of Japanese players on this London team. The catcher held up his hand and said, hey, wait a minute. Look at the trailing runner at second base. He's about 35 feet off the bag. And the pitch high, 2-0. Boy, that is a pretty good lead for that trailing runner as London's trying to get these two ducks on the pond home and prolong the game. Now 3-0. 12-1. Started out a 4-0 ball game in the top of the second. 6-0 after 2.5. Pitch inside, and the bases are loaded. 1 out, bases loaded. For Moto Yushijima. 0 for 1. Now the middle infield is at double play depth. 12-1 in favor of Brownsville. Called strike. Crawford at third, Sumi at second. Wakasuki at first. Corner infielders are up on the grass. 0-1 pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. Itashima, right-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher Solis. And Solis winds and deals. 0-2 pitch. Bender outside. One and two. Oh, low and outside. Good job by Garcia handling that pitch. Critical for that catcher to quickly step with that right foot and be able to get that body out ahead of a fastball thrown away like that. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Pitch out of the strike zone. 2 outs. So with the strikeout here, the second out of the inning, and Horwood coming up, we may be 1 out away from Brownsville securing a chance to play Simi Valley tomorrow and eliminating London. Pitch up high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, bases loaded, 2 outs. And the 1 ball pitch. Strike called on the inside corner. No, it is not. 2 balls, no strikes. Inside 3-0. London trying to get the 2 runs in to extend the game to a 7th inning. Ray Miller giving you a shot from high home, and what we're looking at. Ball 4. So Crawford scores. Second run of the game for London. Sumi to third. Wakasumi to second. Horwood gets the base on balls. Only one hit of the game for London, and another major conclave just to the front side of the mound with Terazawa coming up. So we'll get started at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Arecibo, Puerto Rico against Guasave, Mexico. And then at noon or 12:30 tomorrow, Simi Valley against the winner of this game. Terazawa 0 for 2. Right-handed batter. Right now it's a 10-run ball game. London's got the bases loaded. And a strike call in the inside corner. London trying to do all that it can to extend this game. 3 walks offered in the inning by Brownsville pitching. There's a foul ball, and the count is 0-2. Pitch. Called strike 3. So we can get ready to bring the garage door down. Final score, Brownsville 12 and London 2.
We've been in your community since 1808. We've stood by your side covering the news of the day. We've been here for the important times in your life. We've celebrated with you. We're proud to have delivered the latest in local, regional, and national news in Washington, Greene, and southern Allegheny counties. We'll be here for the next phase of your life with our print and online editions. The Observer Reporter, life delivered daily.
During the game, Brownsville, Texas set a new all-time World Series record with 18 stolen bases. A record that has stood for 38 years.
Total 14 runs on 15 hits, but easy Brownsville win 12-2, and so Brownsville plays Simi Valley at 12:30 tomorrow, and London has been eliminated. And we have now 8 teams in the competition, both Hagerstown and London eliminated today as we get ready for 4 games tomorrow, 4 on Tuesday. Joe, it's all yours.
All right, thanks very much, guys. Brownsville advancing on with a 12-2 6-inning victory tonight over London from the United Kingdom. We're joined by head coach Rene Zayas and also by Ishmael Virial. Ishmael, let me start with you. 3 hits for you tonight. How comfortable were you at the plate tonight?
La pregunta es que hoy bateaste 3 hits, que qué gusto estabas en el platillo el día de hoy.
Sí, fue muy gratificante estar en el plato hoy y fue una bendición dar 3 hits.
He was very satisfied to be at the plate. He felt very comfortable, and he's happy he hit 3 hits.
18 stolen bases, Pony League world record in the World Series. Are you guys usually that aggressive at the plate?
Should I respond to that? Yes. Well, as a matter of fact, yes. You know, that's what really got us here. We have been very, very aggressive. It's since Louisiana, since way before Louisiana, and I know that we have quite a bit of speed. So I had told these kids at the beginning of the game, you're going to be running a lot today.
Yep. Ismael, after the loss yesterday, how were you guys able to bounce back and have this type of performance today?
Me pregunta que después de que perdimos ayer, ¿qué fue lo que hicimos para poder nosotros sacar el juego adelante?
No, pues nada más no dejar de confiar en nosotros y seguir adelante con esto que no se acaba.
Yeah, it's just not to lose our focus and our faith in what we could accomplish, because this game's not over yet.
And lastly, Renee, you run through 5 different pitchers, all very effective. They only allow 1 hit. How did the pitching plan play out like you liked?
Well, that pitching approach has been very successful to us, you know, since Louisiana. We didn't implement that in the first game. This time, I think our approach was really that, to give everyone an opportunity to do some bullpen. Luckily, we were successful, and we were able to hold them down to 1 or 2 hits.
Congratulations, and you've earned a date with Simi Valley, California tomorrow. Congratulations.
We will be looking forward to it.
All right. Brownsville advances on. They advance to face Simi Valley, California tomorrow after a 12-2 victory here tonight over London of the United Kingdom.